I've got a file here that I use quite a bit. This one here, okay, that the shank snapped off, and there's no handle, obviously. So I use it quite a bit. It's a rectangular file. Really comes in handy. It's pretty fine. Yeah, I use this quite a bit. Project today is to create a shank, okay, and then make a handle from scratch. All right, let's get to it. Okay, so we've got the clamped in device. We're going to utilize this this file shank, okay, as the template. Okay, it's basically the same size. So we're just going to place that right on top of it, and we will, with a red pencil, we will draw or trace the outline for that. Okay, so we have our 120 grit, okay, metal grinder. Just going to go ahead and shape that. Okay, so we've got that shank created, okay, so that could slip right into the handle nicely. Okay, so at this point what we want to do is remove all the rust from the file surface itself. Okay, you can see this quite a bit, especially down in the area that we typically don't use. Okay, this is the area that most often gets used, the belly of it. Okay, so we're just going to use some Birch Casey Blue and Rust Remover, and we are going to apply that with a swab, a new swab. We'll swab it. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and just hit that. This will neutralize and remove the rust. And you can see the rust coming off of the right onto this parchment. We'll let that sit for 2 minutes, and we'll give it a rinse. Okay, so as you can see, gave that a couple minutes. That looks a lot better. Okay, it's in great shape. So it's going to be void of any rust or contaminants. At this point, we are going to apply some Birchwood Casey Super Blue. So we're back. We just rinsed off the bluing. You want to make sure you do that. Don't leave the bluing on there, because what will end up happening is it'll continue to be active. Hit this with some Marvel mystery oil. And there's no mystery, frankly, to the quality of Marvel mystery oil. Okay, it's good for a home, shop, auto, farm. All right, so just put that on there liberally. Okay, so we've got this nice flat file with a vintage, probably actually an antique handle. Okay, we want to replicate this handle for this file here. So we're looking at a file handle that is 4.5 inches long. All right, so yeah, all right. We will meet you over at our homemade lathe, and yeah, and then commence the building of a handle. See you over there. Okay, so we got this beautiful piece of wood. Okay, delivered as part of a firewood delivery. Okay, and so I cut this piece down, and we shaped it a little bit, and yeah, so here's the piece that's cut down, and you can see that it's like half chocolate, half white, so it should make a really, really nice handle. you want to do is you want to get a bit that is a little thinner than the widest part of the shank. Okay, so we got this in our drill press. Okay, so we're just gonna sand this down. We went to 240, but now we're gonna go to 400 on that. Yes, really, really nice. Okay, so we sanded this down to 400, and we're just gonna apply some boiled linseed oil. Okay. Oh, that looks absolutely beautiful. Look at that. Okay, so we're going to take a piece of beeswax. This is natural beeswax. And we're just going to give that a light coating. Right, so what we're going to do now is we're going to burn in the hole so we get a nice snug fit. Okay, so now we need to get a collar. Okay, so we have this vintage one here. It's in really good shape. It's made out of bronze or brass. So we are going to make it fit. Alright, so we're gonna polish out this piece before we put it on the handle. Okay, so here we are. We've got the new handle. We've got the brass cap. We've got the reconditioned file. Alright, so see what we got here. Alright, so we are going to put this like this. Put some glue in here. Put this cap on. There we go. Now we're going to dump a bunch of glue down in here. And then we are going to put this vice vise. We're going to put this file down in there. There you go, just like that. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're just going to use a very fine punch. We're just going to punch this tab in a little bit here. Alright, there you have it. From a raw piece of lumber, basically a piece of firewood that was delivered here, to a beautiful, beautiful handle. Yeah, I'm really happy with it. So, yeah, I used basically like I said, a scrap piece of lumber, and I've got a beautiful handle for this file. And we will be able to make many, many handles. I mean, look at this beautiful piece of wood here. It's going to make some great handles. See the graining, how tight it is.